Well, looks like old Mayor Pete Buttigieg, he doesn't believe in giving contracts to Black-owned firms. But he says he understands Black people because he's gay. That makes him understand. This man is full of crap, and anybody that don't see that by now, you don't want to see it. This is the Daily Beast. Mayor Pete, South Bend, awarded no major contracts to Black-owned firms for 3 years. This is January 31st, 2020. Now you understand his position on reparations now. Now you got a clear understanding about it. A study found that the city of South Bend did not award any contracts to Black-owned businesses for 3 straight years. And trust me, these Black businesses are bidding on these contracts. They are just conveniently being overlooked. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Of the many pledges that Pete Buttigieg has made in his as yet unfruitful quest to earn the support of Black voters, his guarantee that a quarter out of every federal contracting dollar will be awarded to minority and women-owned businesses is one of his most ambitious. Uh-uh-uh. Wait a minute. So he is putting a pledge up for something that he has not even done in the past. That's what I'm laughing about. You claim you are going to do this to gain Black voters, but you have a past of not doing it at all. I mean, talk about insulting our intelligence, okay? You can't do it better than this. Look at what it would be like if we were co-investing in promising businesses led by Black entrepreneurs, startups, and other kinds of businesses that have the best track record of creating the kind of employment that can help lift people up economically, Buttigieg told BET in September. Okay, so he's saying all of this, and behind the scenes, he's not giving not one Black business a contract. Oh, this man is so full of crap. He is full of crap, you know? And I'm glad a lot of this stuff is coming out about these politicians. And, yesterday I did a story on Amy Klobuchar and how she convicted an innocent Black man. She was a DA. It's no telling how much damage she did to people in that position because we're always the intended target. But an analysis of such spending during Buttigieg's tenure as mayor of South Bend, Indiana, shows that the presidential hopeful fell dramatically short of that goal, according to a 2019 study analyzing the city contract data conducted by Collette Holt and Associates, a national law and consulting firm specializing in disparity studies. The city of South Bend did not award a major contract to a Black-owned business for 3 straight years. Oh, poot. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Uh-uh-uh. Mm-mm-mm. Well, the blinders are off, Pete Buttigieg. This is why you don't have Black support, because people know what you're really like. You can talk all that shit in front of the cameras all you want. Y'all play that game with us all the time, all throughout the centuries. You can put on a good game in front of the cameras, but behind the scenes will tell the real true story about you every single time. A study found that from 2015 through 2017, the city of South Bend distributed 83,675,547 in contract dollars, roughly 12% of the city's contracts, to businesses owned by racial and gender minorities, and none to Black owned businesses, despite the study finding that there were more than 200 qualifying minority owned firms in the market at the time. So he overlooked every single Black owned business. He overlooked every single one. So when they said he gave to minorities, they're talking about people like Arabs and Indians and Chinese people. No, not talking about us. Just understand that. They throw everybody in that group of minorities. So 200 Black owned businesses were actually qualified, and they got overlooked anyway. Ooh, you are a rotten scoundrel, Pete Buttigieg. Minority owned and women owned businesses make up 15% of the market in the city, which means that while South Bend was close to achieving proportional awards for some categories, Black owned businesses continue to lag. While the city is more than 25% Black by population, eligible Black owned contractors made up a mere 3.25%. So that's all the more reason why you should have given some of them an award, even if you didn't want to give the whole 3.25. You should have did something. More than 88% of the contracts between 2015 and 2017 went to businesses not owned by women or racial minorities. So he primarily gave them to white folks. He gave primarily all of these contracts to white people. That's what he did. They're just not coming out and saying it. But if you didn't give any of these contracts to women or racial minorities, that means the contracts went to white people. At the same time, Buttigieg administration awarded numerous lucrative contracts to past campaign donors. I guess Black people didn't donate to his campaign, so he did not even look at you for those contracts. And to corporations who lobbyists and executives had given to Buttigieg mayoral election efforts. One minority business owner told the study author that South Bend employees are trained to believe that Black folks, poor people, or minorities can't deliver, and that she keeps her status as the owner of a minority owned business under wraps because the stigma has kept her from winning contracts. Don't do this to anyone else. But see, the moment we complain, then, we're told we're whining. No, we're not whining. Anything that we tell you is happening out here, you can best believe it's happening. Make no mistake about it. We don't have to lie about stuff like that. I really felt like the city of South Bend didn't want me to have the job. It wasn't because I wasn't the best at what I do, because I am. It was because they would say, well, you don't need that much money. Like, you just need a little Black girl. You're just a little Black girl? And who are you to tell somebody they don't need that much money? Who are you? What the hell? Well, you don't need that much money. Like, you just a little girl. You won't need that much money. Who are you to sit in somebody's face to say some mess like that? She told the study's author, our problem is that people are trained to believe that Black folks, poor folks, or minorities can't deliver. There's a whole lot of Black people in here that want to do something, and somebody needs to see that. Oh, these people are evil. They are evil. Another Black business owner said that the difficulty in obtaining South Bend City contracts had even led to some minority owned businesses to go under. There are Black owned construction companies, but one reason a lot of them I talked to went out of business is because they can't get contracts with the city, the business owner said. So they can't get any big contracts. Then they have to try to build their business with only small ones. And it's hard to maintain a cash flow with the other issues that you deal with. Exactly. Not unless you got a steady stream of those small jobs, then you're going to have moments where no money is coming in until somebody needs you to fix or repair something. Wow. The analysis titled The South Bend Disparity Study and produced at Buttigieg behest measured contracts and subcontracts worth $50,000 and up and found that 72.38% disparity ratio for contract utilization of minority owned businesses, enterprises in the city. That ratio measures the participation of a group in contracting opportunities by dividing that group's utilization and the availability of that group to participate in the contracting process. Well, I now understand why this man is not getting the Black support. I really do. Well, he said a lot of things that the Black community did not like, especially that comment about because he's gay, he had some understanding about Black people. I'm like, what? Being gay don't give you no understanding about us. A disparity ratio of less than 100 indicates that a given group is utilized less than would be expected based on availability. A ratio of less than 80% has been presented by the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission as indicating a prima facie case of discrimination. So Pete Buttigieg, as mayor, has discriminated and pretty much wrote off all Black businesses when they attempted to get contracts. So it says right here 200 qualifying minority owned firms, and he did not take none of their bids. He gave his contractors to donors and corporations, and he ignored all Black business owners that were looking or seeking to get contracts in his city of South Bend. But he is on the campaign trail talking about giving contract to Black owned businesses, but he has no track record of that. Man, major contradiction here. Major. Pete Buttigieg does not deserve Black support. He doesn't. He is once again proven he is not with us at all. He's like many of his kind. They know how to verbalize their support, but when it comes down to putting those words to action, they fall short every single time. But y'all, please tell me what you think of this story. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.